So while we're waiting, do you all want to see a baby?
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh,
So cute.
He's a cutie.
I have to know, do you own this pool? It looks so nice.
No, I wish. So, my husband and I are quite random people. And yesterday we were having lunch, or I guess 2 days ago, we were having lunch and we said, oh, let's go to Florida to see this baby. And so we booked the tickets and here we are with the baby.
that's so exciting.
So
Nice.
this is why I'm doing shallow water yoga.
Very good.
So here we are.
All right. So I think everything is good to go. Just want to make sure all my technology is set because that is a thing these days. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you all so much for being here this morning. It is my honor and my pleasure to offer Sunday donation yoga every week, and every week we offer a different cause. Today we are so happy to have Mrs. Pennsylvania 2020 here with us, Marilisa Beatty. She is here, as well as our donation will be sent to the Phoenixville Women's Outreach today. So that is one of the charities that is near and dear to Marilisa's heart. So we are super happy to have her here with us to chat a little bit and to also just tell you a little bit about Phoenixville Women's Outreach and all the wonderful things that they're doing. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to toss it over to Marilisa to tell us a little bit about the program that they have and just a little bit about the initiatives that she has as well.
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you so much for doing this. I mean, you put your time and your heart into this, and it's really important work that you do. So thank you. So Phoenixville Women's Outreach offers shelter and programming for single homeless women. The only way to break the cycle of homelessness is to also offer programming, right? It's not just about shelter. It's about knowing how to write a resume, save money, financial planning, how to get the right apartment. They do so many wonderful things for these women. And you know what? The women put in the work and time too. So to stay at Phoenixville Women's Outreach, no drugs, these women really put in the work. So thank you all for being here. It's very important. Let's do some yoga.
Yeah, thank you so much. Super happy to have you as Mrs. Pennsylvania America 2020, all that you're doing. Tell us a little bit, I guess, about your crown and just some of the initiatives that you have while we have you here with us. We're so happy to have you here.
Oh, well, thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm not always just in a pool. This all just happened in a weird way. Yes, so my platform as Mrs. Pennsylvania is called Bigger Than Infertility, and it's all about any woman who has dealt with infertility or secondary infertility, meaning, your partner or your spouse is infertile. We're more than that. Like, we're not just people who can't make babies. We have so much to offer, and I think I want to inspire other people to just get involved in your community, share your gifts with people by just giving your time. And so that's what my whole Mrs. Pennsylvania year is about, just trying to just get other infertile people and child-free, childless people out there. We're not, sometimes, I guess we can feel like less than, right? Like, oh, I'm supposed to be able to make babies, but guess what? I can't. Doesn't make us worse. So let's go out there and show the world what we have to offer.
Yes, and thank you so much for bringing light to that topic. For anyone who is going through that, is just happy to have your support and just kind of getting the word out there. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Thank you so much for being here today. We're super happy to have you at Pennsylvania America 2020. Thank you so much for being here. And we're gonna get on into our yoga flow today. So I really appreciate everyone who today. All of our donations today are going to go straight to Phoenixville Women's Outreach. So every donation, every dollar goes straight to them and all of their initiatives that they are putting together. So thank you so much for all of your donations, your support, and your time today. We're gonna get on into our yoga practice. So if you will, come onto a nice, comfortable place. It can be your mat, it can be a blanket, wherever you're feeling comfortable. And what's always most important to me is that I want to make sure everyone's muted. That's also very important to me. But just want to keep our space nice and zenful, keep all of our participants nice and calm here. So creating this zenful space. I just want to make sure everyone's muted before we get started here. Okay, wonderful. Awesome. We are all, I think, Pat, you might be the only one who, there we are. Yeah, I can't mute you. So Pat, if you're able to just mute yourself real quick, that would be awesome.
My phone's not connected to the audio, so you won't hear me.
Okay, that's fine. No worries. All right, thank you everyone for being here. We're gonna come on to our nice comfortable space. If you are on your mat, maybe you grab a pillow or a blanket to sit your hips underneath. To sit underneath your hips and allow yourself to get nice and comfy and cozy. Thank you for starting your Sunday morning, your week off with me and Two Hearts Dance Yoga. This is what we love to do. So super excited to have everyone together on this Sunday morning. So coming into a nice comfortable seat, wherever you are, taking a moment to kind of settle into your space. So maybe placing one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Allow yourself to tune in to where you are. Letting go of anything that might have come before this time. Letting go of anything that might come after. And allowing yourself to drop into the present moment just as you are. We're not setting any reservations. We're not setting any expectations. We're just allowing ourselves to be just as we are in this moment. And allow your breath to deepen. So let the breath come in, exhale, sigh it out. Nice big inhales. Exhale, let it all go. Maybe once more. Nice big inhales. Exhale, let it all go. And then allowing yourself to continue with that same breath rhythm. So finding your own breath rhythm. Nice, calm, easy breaths. Bringing that breath into the lower belly diaphragm area so that we can find that nice calming breath. And as you tune into your breath, allow yourself to just release anything that you might be holding on to. So allow your body to sink into the earth a little bit more. Allow any tension from the shoulders, let the shoulders go away from the ears. Allow all of that to just release down the back. And then maybe you bring your fingertips to your mat nice and gently, acknowledging that the earth is here to hold us up and support us. So allowing yourself to just kind of give way. We're not holding on to anything in this moment. Let the earth hold you up. Good. On the inhale, we're going to rise our arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take a gentle twist to the back of your room. So nice and easy. No need to overstrain anything or force anything. Just finding that gentle twist. Nice and tall through the spine. Relax your shoulder down your back. Maybe you look over your shoulder. We start our practice with our twists today to create clarity in the body, but then also through the mind and the spirit. So seeing if you can find that here. Nice deep breaths on the inhale. We rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, take a twist to the opposite side. Nice tall spine. Nice good breaths. Finding your breath here in your twist. Continuing to breathe, continuing to find that breath. On the inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to come back into heart center. Then we'll rise the arms all the way up to the sky once more. Maybe you bring the palms of the hands together, or maybe you clasp the hands and turn the palms up to the sky, your choice. But then relax the shoulders away from the ears as you do this. Allow the heart to open. Maybe your gaze looks up. Breathe nice and deeply. 2 deep breaths here as you create this nice energy channel, sitting up nice and tall. Bring the hands gently to the lower back. So either taking a clasp at the lower back or grabbing opposite elbows, your choice. On the inhale, open up the heart nice and big. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Feel that opening through the heart. So we open our heart physically here. We know that when we lead our lives with an open heart, it's going to bring us more promise, more opportunity, more hope. But then when we also lead our lives with an open heart, we find bigger connections. So connecting ourselves through the heart and feeling that openness here. Nice big inhale, exhale, release, let it all go. Good. We're gently going to rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Bring them into heart center. Inhale nice and big, creating this nice aura of energy around you. Coming back into heart center, and once more, nice big energy all the way around. Coming back into heart center. I invite you to set your intention for your practice today. Maybe it's something very simple, maybe just getting to your feet, or maybe it's something that carries you through the rest of your week. Really allowing ourselves to take care of our bodies, take care of our wellness, take care of our health, especially during these times. A lot of times we put so much energy out, taking care of others, doing things, putting all of our energy outward. See if you can channel some of that energy inward so that you can take care of yourself, you can stay well, and you can stay healthy as we continue through the season here. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Gently, we're going to start to make our transition onto tabletop position. So I'm big on transitions, making sure that you're taking the transitions that serve your body the best. So however you need to get to your destination, feel free to get there any way that your body's asking you to do. Letting those transitions be just as important as the actual destination that you're getting to. We'll spread our palms nice and wide on our mat, shoulders over the wrists, knees and hips are in line. On the inhale, send your gaze and your heart forward, drop your belly down for cow. Exhale, look into the belly button, round through the back for cat. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, round through the back. Maybe taking a few of these on your very own pace. Moving through the upper body however you need to move. Connecting your breath with your movement always. Make that carry you through your practice. So maybe you take some of these movements side to side, maybe you move through the hips, whatever your body's asking you to do, take it here. Take about 2 more breaths wherever you're feeling best. Coming back to a neutral spine when you're ready, we're going to send our right hand out for a handshake. Straighten and flex into the left hand. Whoop. Straighten and flex into the left leg. So right hand is out in front of you, left leg is behind you. Nice long energy line. Option to bring that foot off of the ground, or you can keep it on the ground. Either way, engage your core. Continue to breathe here, most importantly. On the inhale, we're going to scoop our knee into your chest, let the elbow follow. Exhale as you reach nice and long to that energy line. Inhale, everything comes inward. Exhale as you reach nice and long to that energy line. And once more, bringing everything into the center body. Exhale as you reach nice and long. And then coming back onto your mat, nice and stable ground underneath you. We'll send our left hand out for a handshake, straighten and flex into the right leg this time. Toes can stay on the ground or they can rise above. Either way, you're engaging your core and continue to breathe. Nice deep breaths, nice long energy line. On the inhale, we're going to scoop everything into the center, knee and elbow come in. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Inhale, scooping everything into the center. Exhale as you reach. And then coming back down onto solid ground underneath you, nice and stable. Good. We're gonna put all of our weight into our right hand, open up through the left shoulder and the left hip. Reach the left arm up to the sky. So really creating this openness through the heart, push the earth away from you. We're not sinking into this bottom shoulder. If you want, you can always bring your bottom knee off of the ground for a full plank, your choice. Continue to breathe here. Nice big inhale. And on your exhale, return back to solid ground underneath you. Both knees can come down or you can move through a plank, your choice. Yogi's choice always. On the inhale, we're gonna put all of our weight into the left hand. Open up through the right shoulder and the right hip. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Breathe, pushing the earth away from you, finding that nice big wingspan. Nice deep breaths. Maybe you bring that bottom knee off for a full plank, your choice. And on the exhale, coming back down, solid ground underneath you. Good. Option two, either move to a plank or you can put your weight a little bit forward, kind of like you're doing a modified push-up, but you want the weight to be over the shoulders, over the hands here. Wherever you are in the plank or in that kind of modified push-up position, find your breath and push the earth away from you. Feel your connection with the earth here. And then we're gonna start to move to our very first downward facing dog. So tilt the hips up to the sky, push back into the heels. Take a moment to walk out through the feet. The first downward facing dog is usually the hardest, so give yourself some grace here. Pushing your mat away from you, make sure you're putting the weight into the fingertips rather than the wrists, so that you're not feeling so much weight in the wrists. On the inhale, we're gonna push back to our plank or drop the knees down, your choice. It's a really good way to see where you're lined up with your downward dog. And then pushing back to downward dog once more. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, let it go. We're gonna start to walk ourselves all the way up to the top of our mat. So walking your feet tiptoe, all the way to the top of your mat. Meeting your hands, coming to a forward fold. Bend those knees, allow your knees to drape and hang here. Allow yourself to release. Give that generous bend in the knees. Let all of your energy come to the lower back. So we're really letting our lower backs go here. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Releasing, releasing. Good. On the inhale, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to standing. So one vertebrae at a time, all the way up. I'm just going to step back a little bit, rising, 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 reaching up, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Very nice. We're going to take that once more on your own time and on your own pace. So saluting the sun, your sun salutation. Start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rising up all the way to standing. Reach all the way up. Reach those arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up on your time, on your intention. And then coming back down, we'll place our hands down onto the earth, so bend the knees. We're gonna step our right foot back behind us. So right foot comes back behind you on the back ball of that foot. Make sure the knee and the ankle are in line. So find that stability, and when you're ready, rise your heart all the way up to the sky. So very important that we find our strong foundation at the bottom first. So feet are in the earth, knee is over the ankle. Kind of like you're building a house. You want to find a strong foundation first and then build the structure on top. So create that in your body. Engage your core, relax your shoulders, relax your face. Breathe. On the inhale, we're going to rise to the front knee, push the earth away from you. Exhale to bend. Good. Inhale as you rise, nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise. This time we keep the front knee bent. Arms are going to come out to cactus. Take a few side bends here. So nice gentle side bends, establishing our core strength. It's there. If you wobble, just readjust, right? That's all we can do. Whenever we're wobbling or off balance, readjust your stability and return back to where you were. Good. On the inhale, we're going to rise those arms up above us. Maybe you push off of that back foot, coming up to a straight leg in front. Maybe it's just a little bit. You can always return the foot back down and place the toe back down on the ground if you need to. Or maybe you carry on into a warrior three, your choice. Find what works for you. Either here, here, your choice. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to return back to our crescent lunge. Knees over the ankle, nice and stable. On the inhale, rise the arms up, reach up, look up. Exhale, we're going to place our hands down to our mat. Start to move through your vinyasa flow. So feet can either meet in the back of your mat or you can lower your knees. You really want to make this your own. Drop down on the exhale. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, maybe you come up to a baby cobra or cobra, your choice. And then pushing back to downward facing dog. So those vinyasas, you can take them on your own pace. There's no right or wrong way. It's yogi's choice. So finding what works for you. Remember, those transitions are what make everything happen, right? Take a nice big inhale, exhale. We're going to start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Coming into our forward fold. Bend those knees generously. Allow yourself to breathe, drape and hang. On the inhale, we're going to rise up. One vertebrae at a time, like we're growing, sprouting out from the earth. Rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Maybe you take a mini back bend at the top. Exhale as you forward fold. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, place the hands down onto your mat. We're going to step the left foot back behind us this time. Good. So finding what works for you, right? That's what's most important. Knees over the ankle, nice and strong. When you're ready, rise your heart up to the sky for your crescent lunge, opposite side. So my right knee is in front, nice and aligned with my ankle, engaging the core, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your face. Yes. On the inhale, we're going to push through the front knee. Exhale to bend. Are you breathing? Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lower. This time we keep that knee bent. Arms come out to a T. So we're going to bring our arms out to a T this time instead of cactus. Right out by your side. We're still in the back wall of our foot. Nice and stable. Maybe you find your core strength, your balance here. Maybe you take a little bit of a risk finding that balance. Very good. On the inhale, we're going to rise our arms all the way up to the sky. Maybe you push off of that back foot, come onto the front foot, nice and straight for a little bit of a balance. So remember, you can keep this back toe on the ground if you need it, or if you want to just rise it a little bit, or if you want to go all the way into warrior three, your choice, yogi's choice. Breathing nice and deeply. On the exhale, we're going to return back to our crescent lunge, breathing, finding your breath. Good. Rise up, reach up, look up. We're going to place our hands down onto our mat. Start to move through your flow. Option to move through that flow however feels best for you. Finding yourself, finding those transitions that work best for you. Welcome, Julie, I'm sorry. Welcome. Moving through our vinyasa flow and finding our way back to downward facing dog on your time, on your intention. Remember, those transitions should be your own. So find what works for you and stick with it. On the inhale, we're going to send our right heel up the back. So let our right heel shine all the way up. We're going to step the foot in between the knee, in between the hands. Knee is over the ankle. This time we're going to spin on the back ball of our foot. So pivot on the back ball of your foot. Bring that back heel down, down, down. And when you're ready, we're going to arrive at warrior one. Good. So finding that stability before you rise. I'm just going to face you for a moment. I want to make sure our hips are square. So this is not square hips. You want to step your foot out, maybe a little bit to the side to make sure both hips are facing forward. If you had two headlights on your hips, it'd be facing forward. Good. Engage your core. Relax your shoulders, relax your face, breathe nice and deeply. Very good. On the inhale, we're going to rise through that front knee. Push the earth away from you. Exhale as you bend. Good. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. Good. Make sure you're connecting your breath with every single movement that you do. Very important in keeping our pace and keeping our connection with our bodies. Maybe once more, and then coming to a bent knee. Once you come to that bent knee, we're going to bring our arms at a clasp at the lower back, or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice. Just want to open up the heart wherever feels good for you. No need to force or strain anything. Open up the heart on the inhale. Exhale, maybe you take a little bit of a fold for a humble warrior. Good. So find what works for you. I keep saying that because that's exactly what you want to do, right? This is your practice. It's not mine. It's not anyone else's. So you've got to commit to the things that your body's telling you. On the inhale, rise those arms all the way up to the sky. We're going to push through that front knee once more, straighten all the way up. Exhale to bend. Inhale to grow nice and tall. Exhale as you bend. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. This time we're going to rise and open up to warrior two. So we're going to shift our hips to face the side of the room. Our front right foot is facing forward. Our back left foot is facing to the side where our hips are facing. And we're going to bend into that front right knee. Maybe you bring the knee open a little bit or a little bit more of a hip opening. And then let your arms be an extension of your energy. So let the arms go out, out, out. Feel the wind underneath your wings, if you will, looking out past your middle finger. Breathing nice and deeply, nice strong warrior that you are. Remind yourself of how strong you are. You have that strength within you. It's all there. Breathe within. Take a nice deep breath. We're gonna flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. Good. So as you lift up and back, knee is over the ankle. And we're lifting all the way up through our upper body. Let the gaze look up as well. Good. Looking good, everyone. Loving it, loving it. Breathe, breathe. Very nice. Find your breath. Can you find that breath that's going to support all of your movement today? Inhale to rise back up to warrior two. Nice strong warrior that you are. Remind yourself of that every single time. We're gonna flip both palms, we're gonna flip the back palm, reach to the front or the sky. Extended side angle. So here we're nice and open through the heart. The arm can reach either to the front or up, straight up above you, your choice. And then if you're leaning on this forearm, that's completely fine. You just don't want to put too much weight on it, right? So lift through this side body, breathe, gaze up. Beautiful. On the inhale, we're rising up, nice strong warrior, back to warrior two. We'll put both palms this time. And on our inhale, we'll rise through the front knee, let the arms come above you. Good. Exhale as you bend into the earth. Inhale to rise, rise. Let the gaze come up as well. Exhale to bend. Good. Inhale to rise. Exhale to bend. Take a few more of these on your very own pace. Let your breath empower you. Let your gaze empower you. So just the simple notion of letting the gaze come up can help your practice so much. Take one more. Coming back to warrior two. Nice strong warrior that you are. We're going to flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Take your flow on your time, on your pace. Remember, you can always skip this and meet us in downward dog as well. The transitions are yours, so make them your own. Let your breath power you through every transition. Finding your way back to downward dog, however you need to find your way. Take a nice big inhale, exhale. Let it all go. Maybe you walk out through the feet here for a moment. Take one more nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to send our left heel up the back. So let that left heel go all the way up. We're going to step that left foot in between the hands. Knee is over the ankle, ground down through the back heel. So pivot on the back ball of your foot. Send that back heel down. When you're ready, arrive at your warrior one, opposite side. Good. So warrior one, opposite side. Remember, you can step this right, the back right foot out just a little bit to achieve your square hips. Want to make sure both hips are facing forward. Engage your core. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Yes. Find your breath here. Nice deep breaths. Looking good, everyone. On the inhale, we're going to rise through our front knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise, rise. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bend. We're going to keep that front knee bent. Take a clasp, or you can grab opposite elbows, your choice. Just find what works for you here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Open up your heart. Exhale as you take a gentle bend of the upper body into your humble warrior. So you don't have to go all the way over to your knees. You can just find what works for you. Even if it's just a little bit, just checking in on everyone. You all look wonderful. Hello to people tuning in live. Thank you so much for being here as we do our Sunday donation yoga for Phoenixville Women's Outreach. Thank you so much for being with us, Mrs. Pennsylvania America as well, and everyone else who's tuning in here. On the inhale, we're gonna rise up, nice and tall, rise those arms above you. Good, breathe. On the inhale, rise to the front knee, exhale to bend. Inhale as you rise to that front knee, exhale to bend. So really pushing the earth away from you, growing nice and tall, exhale to bend. This time we're gonna open up to warrior two, opposite sides. So open up your hips to the right side. I'm just gonna flip around so my back is not to you, but my left foot is still in front, just like yours was. And my hips are going to the side of the room. We're gonna bend into my left front knee, and maybe let that knee open up a little bit toward the pinky toe. Let your arms extend. Good extension of your energy. Breathe. Look out past your middle finger. Nice strong warrior. Yes, you are. Remind yourself of that every time. Nice deep breaths. Thank you all so much for being here. I have so much gratitude for you. You should have the same gratitude for yourself, yeah? So thanking yourself for just being here in this nice strong warrior pose, because you are so strong. On the inhale, we're gonna flip the front palm. We're gonna reach all the way to the back of the room, reverse warrior. So keep that front knee bent. Keep your chest up to the sky, your gaze up to the sky. Can you lift even more? Can you find more reach here? Find your breath. The most important part is the breath. Even if everything else is not feeling the best, just make sure you're adjusting and making it work for you. On the inhale, coming back to warrior two. This is your practice and you are so strong. We're gonna flip that back palm, reach to in the front of the sky, extended side angle, open the heart here. So readjusting however feels best for you. Maybe letting this forearm come to the thigh, but we're not leaning too much into it. Stay nice and lifted through the upper body, breathe. Wherever you are is more than enough. Remind yourself of that. On the inhale, rising back up to warrior two. Nice strong warrior you are. Yes, yes, I see some really strong warriors over there. Flip both palms. On the inhale, we're gonna rise to the front knee. Let the arms come above you. Exhale as you bend. Good. Inhale, really gathering up that energy. Let the gaze come up at the top. Exhale to bend. Good. Nice big inhale. Exhale to bend. Take a few more on your own pace. Yeah, this is all about your breath rhythm. No more, no less. Find what works for you. Maybe one or two more wherever you are. When you're ready, coming back to warrior two, we're gonna flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room. Nice strong reach. And then cartwheel the hands down to your mat. We're gonna move through our vinyasa flow. Remember, you wanna take this at your own pace. This is your practice. So find the transitions that work for you. You can always just skip and meet us in downward dog. Once you come back to downward dog, take a nice big inhale, exhale. We're gonna lower our knees down, so let the knees come all the way down to the ground, nice and slowly. Let the knees come wider than normal. And then bring the big toes to touch at the back of your mat. Coming all the way down to your nice wide child's pose. So take a moment here to reconnect. If having your arms in front of you, just gonna move back a little bit. If having your arms in front of you in child's pose is uncomfortable, maybe bring them out to a T or bring them closer to the hips, whatever feels best. And then sink down into your child's pose. Breathe nice and deeply. Let the energy through your third eye chakra touch the ground if you can. So the energy in the third eye chakra right between the forehead, sinking into the earth if you can get it there. If not, no need to strain or force anything. Finding what you need to continue with your practice. Maybe nice deep breaths here. Reconnecting with yourself. Maybe reminding yourself of that gratitude that you have. And then taking a nice deep breath. We're going to start to bring our hands back, rolling up through the spine. And making our way back to a downward facing dog. So take your time in getting there. Let the transitions be however you need them to be. And finding your way back to downward dog, take a nice big cleansing breath, let it go. We're gonna walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat for a forward fold. Take your time in getting there. Bend through those knees, allow yourself to release here. Shake your head yes and no. Good, and then we're gonna take our peace fingers. So I'm just gonna face you, take your peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes for yogi toe lock. Allow your knees to bend and your head and neck to drape and hang, maybe shaking yes and no. Elbows point to the sides of the room. Good, maybe you take a nice flat back, let the gaze and the heart shine forward. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. We're gonna let our hands come out of our feet, and then we'll heel toe our feet back together so the big toes are touching slightly. Whenever your heart desires, we're gonna rise our hearts nice and slowly up to a chair pose. So your chair pose is not about getting low, it is about finding stability, yeah? So making sure that wherever you are, your toes are spread. Spread the toes, place them back down onto the earth. And then sit back into your chair pose wherever is comfortable for you. Doesn't have to be anything much. So it can be just a little bit here. Engage your core, open your heart, breathe. Find that chair pose. Let your gaze look up. On the inhale, we're gonna stand up nice and tall. Maybe you take a mini back bend, bring the hands together at the top. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Bend those knees if you need to, sway it out. Very good. We're gonna take another chair pose. So finding your chair pose, rising the heart up, lifting, staying lifted. Knees are bent. We'll bring the hands to heart center. Find what works for you. We'll lengthen our spine forward and take our twist to the right side. So maybe you twist just a little bit to the right. That's fine. Maybe you want to take a deeper twist by bending at the waist, bringing that left elbow toward the right knee. Wherever you happen to be, just commit to that. That's all we're here to do. Commit to the things that feel good for us. No more, no less. Breathing nice and deeply. Keep those knees parallel. On the inhale, we're going to unravel back to the front. Nice. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Woohoo! On the inhale, we're going to take our chair pose, other side, for our revolve twist, or our revolve chair. On the inhale, rising up, reaching up, gaze looks up, hands come to heart center. Find your breath here, lengthen the spine forward, take your twist to the left. Gentle, gentle. Maybe it's just a little bit and that's fine. Or maybe you decide to take a deeper twist. Your choice, yogi's choice. Breathe. Are you breathing? If you're not breathing, you're making this so much harder for yourself. So make sure you're using your breath, nice deep breath. On the inhale, we're gonna unravel back to the front. Exhale, forward fold, let it all go. We've got one more chair pose in our future. You can always rest if you choose. On the inhale, we're going to sit back into our last chair. Maybe you smile, the last one. We'll bring the hands to heart center. Gently, option to just stay here and hang out, or option to put all of your weight into your balls of your feet. Bring your heels off of your mat. Exhale to lower. Good. Hopefully you guys can see my feet. On the inhale, pushing into the balls of the feet. Heels come off. Exhale to come down. Maybe once more. If you're able to find your balance up there, go ahead and go for it. Maybe, just maybe, take a nice big inhale. Then we're going to start to make our way down to the ground. So bring your hands down, let yourself catch at the bottom. Very good. Awesome. So we're going to move into a little bit of our hip opener here. So option to come to yogi squat. If yogi squat comes easy for you, awesome, stay there. If you are able to get to yogi squat, you want your heels to come down. So that might mean stepping your stance out a little bit wider. You can also come up higher if coming down too low is too much on the hip flexors. So find what works for you. If you're like me and my hips are not very open today, maybe you want to teeter side to side to kind of feel the hips opening, or maybe you want to bring one leg out and bring the other down, your choice. So maybe you want to go side to side here. Find what works for you. Like I said, if you're able to find yogi squat right away, then good on you. If not, maybe you need to teeter side to side like I am. Your choice. Keep your shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. Take a nice big inhale. Give yourself gratitude. Exhale. Let it go. We're going to place our hands down underneath us. And then we're going to straighten through the knees. We're going to bring our feet nice and wide apart. Let the big toes come. Let the toes go to the sides of the room. And then we're going to bend our knees. Just a little bit of a bend here and start to roll up onto your spine coming into goddess. So take your time coming up. Good. So once you do come up, make sure your pelvis is underneath you. My toes are slightly out to the side. Make sure your pelvis is underneath you. You don't want to stick it out in the back. Engage your core here. You want to be nice and stacked through the spine. Let your arms come out to goddess or horse, however you want to imagine it. Find your breath, find your alignment there. Very important to find the good posture and spinal alignment, especially for many of us who are working from home or sitting at a desk during the day. This will really open up that spine and open up the heart here. So coming to your goddess. On the inhale, we're going to rise up through the knees, let the arms come up, and then come back into heart center. Good. Inhale to open, open. Exhale to come back into heart center. So you're coming to like a 5-star at the top. Maybe the gaze comes up, and then you're coming back into heart center. Press the palms together. Good. Take a few more of these on your own breath, creating that breath power, creating that energy within. Good. We'll take 2 more here. Nice and gentle. And then coming back to your goddess or horse. Very good. We're going to move on into a little bit of a balancing series here. So, if you will, we're back in our goddess or horse. You're going to straighten into your left leg. So straighten into the left leg. Keep the right knee bent. If this is accessible for you, of course, you can always stay here if this is a little much or you're just not feeling it. It's your practice, right? So you're going to push off of that right leg, come up onto the left. If you can, maybe it takes a couple tries to get up on top of that foot. But if you're able to find your balance at the top, take a moment to breathe there. Yeah. Very nice. Woo! And then come on back down to your goddess or horse. Nice and stable, nice and strong, nice and engaged with your core. We're going to straighten through the left leg this time. Option to stay here and hang out as well, your choice. Or if you want, go ahead and push. Oh, did we already do that side? Oh no, sorry, yes. Right leg is straight this time, so we're doing opposite side. Whatever side you didn't do, we're going to push up onto that right foot. Maybe it takes you a couple tries to get up over top of that leg, but once you do, maybe you stick your balance, breathe. We're kind of at this diagonal here. Good, coming back into our goddess or horse. So taking those moments of risk, those moments of balance on our mat in hopes that we can translate that off of our mat as well. When things feel unstable, kind of readjusting, realigning, pushing your way, getting your way back up above it, yeah? Take a nice big inhale. We're gonna start to bring our way back down to our mat. So bring the hands underneath you. And then heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. We're gonna bring our knees all the way down to our mat. Good, very nice. So let's bring our knees back down to our mat. Let's take a moment here to kind of regain your groundedness. Maybe it's in your tabletop position, or maybe you just want to sit on the backs of your heels here to stretch your feet. Just take a moment to recenter. Nice deep breaths. Good. Then we're going to continue to move on into, just want to make sure everyone's okay. Yes, you guys look great. Awesome. So coming back onto our mats, we're going to move into a little bit more of the hip openings here. We just did a couple of things through our yogi squat, balasana, and our goddess. But this will create a little bit more opening through the hip. We're going to step into our lizard lunge. So step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So right foot is on the outside of your right hand. Maybe you stay here with the knee down and the toes untucked. Maybe you kind of teeter on the outside blade of your foot. But finding where it feels good for you. Maybe you feel that stretch in the thigh. Make sure you're not gripping in any body part. So if you need to take a nice deep breath to kind of let things go, make sure you're doing that. And we'll be here for about 5 breaths. Nice deep breaths. Woo! Are you breathing? Nice deep breaths here. Can you find that breath? If there's anything you're holding on to, allow the breath to release it. Of course, if this is strenuous, we never want to strain or force anything, you can always come out of it. Take a breather and then come back into it. Or you can always choose an alternative, your choice. Breathing nice and deeply. 2 more breaths here, wherever you are. Nice deep breaths. And we'll gently start to make our way out of this. So maybe it's flexing through the front leg. Maybe it's coming into tabletop position. Maybe it's coming back into a child's pose. Whatever you need, let your body tell you what it is that you need in this moment. So let your body take you there. And breathe. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. We're going to start to transition onto the other side. So however you need to get there, we're going to step our left foot to the outside of our left hand this time. Coming into your lizard lunge on the opposite side. So remember, take it easy. No need to force or strain anything. No need to try to push yourself down to the ground. It's not about that. It's really about maintaining and finding your breath. And maybe you notice the more you start to breathe deeper, the more your muscles start to release naturally. So that's one of the very cool things I think about the body. The more we find our breath and breathe deeply into a position or a posture, the more our muscles start to release naturally. That way we're not having to force anything, the body just takes over. So maybe you find yourself closer to the earth with more deep breaths. If not, feel free to readjust, come back out of it. Find what works for you. We'll take 2 more breaths here. And when you're ready, start to make your way out of that. So maybe flexing into that front foot, maybe sending yourself to child's pose, whatever your body's asking you to do. Listen to it. Yeah? Listen to your body. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale. We're going to start to transition onto our backs. So bring yourself onto your bottom. Allow yourself to kind of transition however it feels natural for you. We're going to make ourselves, bring ourselves onto our backs. Very nice. So coming on down. Once you get to your back, take a moment to kind of align your spine with the earth. Place your feet into the earth. Bring your heels back toward your sits bones. Let your knees go up to the sky. And then allow your shoulders to kind of just drop into the earth even more. Maybe you place your palms into the earth near your hips. We're going to take bridge 2 times. Of course, you can take any variations that you wish. Maybe it's clasping the hands at the lower back, or maybe it's just pushing the hips up just a little bit to start, your choice. On the inhale, we're going to rise our hips to wherever feels good for you. No more, no less. Continue to relax the shoulders away from the ears and relax the shoulders into the earth. And then keep your feet nice and supported into the ground as your hips rise. Breathe nice and deeply here, no force, no strain. We're changing the energy channels here, so the nadis, all of our energy channels are going into our hearts now, so letting the heart be refreshed and circulated. Nice deep breath. When you're ready, we're going to start to bring our spine back down onto the earth, nice and slowly, reconnected, coming all the way back down. We'll take this one more time. Option to take any variations that are speaking to you, or just maintain where you were. Of course, you can always rest as well. On the inhale, rising the hips to wherever feels good for you. If you choose to take any variations, maybe it's clasping the hands up the lower back, bringing the shoulders underneath you. Maybe it's pushing to the balls of the feet. Maybe it's rising one foot off at a time. Really just finding what works for you. No more, no less, right? Finding those moments where your body is telling you to do something rather than going against it. And breathe. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to start to gently come back down onto the earth underneath us, nice and aligned with the spine on the earth. And then squeeze the knees into the chest, rocking side to side. Maybe if that feels good for you, releasing any tension through the lower back. Finding your breath here. And we will end our practice with a twist here. We started our practice with a twist. As mentioned, twists create clarity through the body, but then also through the mind and the spirit. So we want to create that clarity and continue to let it kind of permeate into our day, right? So we'll place our feet back down onto the earth. And then we'll gently bring our knees to one side. Doesn't matter which side it is, but just let your knees kind of fall to one side. And then depending on whatever side you let your knees fall to, let the opposite shoulder kind of reach into the earth. So let that shoulder relax. Maybe your gaze looks over that opposite shoulder. And breathe. If you want to take this a little bit deeper, maybe you bring your hand to the outside of your top hip. Find what works for you here. No need to do any more, any less. Creating this nice, gentle twist for clarity. Breathing. Finding your breath. And when you're ready, we're going to start to bring our way back up. So bring those knees back up to the sky. Maybe take a moment to readjust. And when you're ready, we're going to drop the knees to the opposite side. So let those knees go to one side, whatever side you didn't do. Maybe you feel a little bit of crack in your back, just like I did. And then draw that opposite shoulder into the earth. Maybe your gaze looks over that shoulder. Breathe. So seeing if there's anything else you're holding on to here. If you're holding on to anything else, allow yourself to breathe deeply, let it go. Creating the clarity in the mind, in the body. Creating the breath. Breathe. Reminding yourself of your intention that you set at the beginning of class today. And allowing that intention to continue to power you through the rest of your day. Finding this clarity for yourself. We'll gently start to make our way back up. So bring the knees back up to the sky, realigning the spine with the earth. Maybe you squeeze your knees back into your chest. And taking any last bits of movement that your body's asking you to do. So maybe it's stretching behind the legs. Maybe it's a happy baby, bringing the hips nice and open. Maybe there was a pose that I didn't get to today that you were just dying to do. So if that's the case, go ahead and take whatever last bits of movement that you're needing for yourself. Taking those last bits of movement, giving yourself gratitude. Sometimes showing up can be the hardest part. So you showed up and you did way more than was even required of you. Yeah. So bringing yourself back in. We're going to start to squeeze our knees into our chest. Give yourself a hug. Move your face around, a little bit of face yoga. No one's watching you. Moving the face around. And then take one big squeeze in. Nice little seed of energy that you are. Nice big inhale. Exhale, we're gonna start to make our way to our Shavasana, our final resting pose. So bring the legs down to the bottom of your mat. Let your arms come out to your side as you lie nice and flat onto the earth. Allowing yourself to release into the earth, nice and open, heart to the sky, lying nice and flat wherever you are. And if there's anything else you're holding on to, mind, body, or spirit in your Shavasana, your final resting close, where we reap the benefits of our practice. If there's anything else you're holding on to, mind, body, or spirit, take a nice big inhale. And on your exhale, release all the way down into the earth. Relax. 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 Gently come back. Wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Allow your breath to deepen. Take a nice big stretch overhead, coming back into your body. Gently come onto your favorite side and stay there for a moment. Give yourself gratitude. Give yourself a hug. Giving yourself gratitude for showing up, for honoring your wellness, for honoring your health. And then allow that energy, that gratitude to spread out into the world as you continue on your journey. Gently finding your way to a seated position so that we can close out our practice together today. Let the arms rise all the way up to the sky. Bring them back into heart center. Inhale, creating this nice positive aura energy around you. Coming back into heart center. And once more, nice big breath. Coming into heart center. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you are. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here today, for tuning into our Sunday donation yoga practice. Thank you to Mrs. Pennsylvania 2020, Marilisa, for being here with us and for sharing her grace in all things that she does. And then thank you to everyone for donating to our cause today, Phoenixville Women's Outreach. They are wonderful in providing resources to women and those who are homeless. So thank you so much for being here, for donating to the cause. If you are interested on Facebook Live, if you are interested in donating, please send any donations to our PayPal at Two Hearts Dance and Yoga at gmail.com or on our Venmo as well. Feel free to leave any comments or anything that is driving you today, and we just appreciate you so much for being here. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You can feel free to unmute.
Thank you so much. This was wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. This definitely started my day off on a positive and grateful note. So thank you for that.
Thanks for being here. Appreciate you, Elite Miss Lord Earth. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thank you.
Great class.
Take care, everyone. Have a great day.